Factors affecting demand. First factor is the effect of income on demand. In the case of normal goods, income and demand are directly related, meaning that an increase in income will cause demand to rise and a decrease in income causes demand to fall. For example, for most people, consumer technology products and leisure services are normal goods. Income is not the only factor that causes a shift in demand. Other things that change demand include taste and preferences, the compositional or size of the population, the price of related goods, and even expectations. A change in any one of the underlying factors that determine what quantity people are willing to buy at a given price will cause a shift in demand. Graphically, the new demand curve lies either to the right, an increase, or to the left, a decrease of the original demand curve. The second factor is changing tastes or preferences. From 1980 to 2012, the per person consumption of chicken by Americans rose from 33 pounds per year to 81 pounds per year, and consumption or beef fell from 77 pounds per year to 57 pounds per year. According to the US Department of Agriculture (USDA), changes like these are largely due to shifts in taste, which change the quantity of a good demanded at every price. That is, they shift the demand curve from that good rightward for chicken and leftward for beef. The third factor changes in the composition of the population. The proportion of elderly citizens in the United States population is rising. It rose from 9.8% in 1970 to 12.6% in 2000 and will be a projected by the US Census Bureau 20% of the population by 2030. A society with relatively more children like the United States in the 1960s will have greater demand for goods and services like tricycle and daycare facilities. A society with relatively more elderly persons. As we said, a society with relatively more elderly person as the United States is projected to have by 2030 has a higher demand for nursing homes and hearing aids. Similarly, changes in the size of the population can affect the demand for housing and many other goods. Each of these changes in demand will be shown as a shift in demand curve. Changes in the prices of related goods. The demand for products can also be affected by changes in the prices of related goods, such as substitutes or complements. A substitute is a good or service that can be used in place of another good or service. As electronic books become more available, you would expect to see a decrease in demand for traditional printed books. A lower price for substitute decreases demand for the other products. For example, in recent years, as the price of tablet computers has fallen, The quantity demanded has increased because the law of demand. Since people are purchasing tablets, there has been a decrease in demand for laptops, which can be sorry, shown for in today's markets. Now, a higher price for substitute goods has the reverse effect. Other goods are complements for each other, meaning that the goods are often used together because consumption of one good tends to enhance consumption of the other. Examples include breakfast, cereal and milk, notebooks and pens or pencils, golf balls and golf clubs, gasoline and sport utility vehicles, and the five-way combinations of bacon, lecture, tomato, mayonnaise, and bread. If the price of golf clubs rises, since the quantity of golf clubs demanded falls because the law of demand, demand for complement goods like golf balls decreases. 2. Similarly, a higher price for skis will shift the demand curve for complement goods like ski resort trips or the resort trips to the left. While a lower price for complements has the reverse effect. Another factor affecting demand is changes in expectations about future prices. While it is clear that the price of a good affects the quantity demanded, it is also true that expectations about the future price or expectations about tastes and preferences, income, and so on can affect demand. For example, if people hear that a hurricane is coming, they much rush to the store to buy flashlights, batteries, and bottled water. If people learn that the price of a good like coffee is likely to rise in the future, they may head for the store to stock up on coffee now. The changes in demand are shown as a shift in the curve. Therefore, a shift in demand happens when a change in some economic factor other than the current price causes a different quantity to be demanded at every price.